Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's yours, True to the Ace, back with another Behind the Teens video, episode 9. And we are talking about the Baltimore Ravens. And I got a good friend in the building, my guy, Dustin. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, man. Thanks for asking, man. I see you rocking the classic Ray Lewis jersey.
Right. I got the
Yeah.
Super Bowl hat too.
Okay. Last time I seen you, man, it's good to see you again. Last time we saw you was actually last year. We went to the Nas and Wu-Tang concert.
Yeah,
and
that was a good time.
it was a good time. And we got to chop it up a little bit last year as far as your Baltimore Ravens. So I knew that I had to bring you on the channel to talk about this year, man. So I'm glad you came on, man. Thanks for coming on first and
My
foremost.
pleasure. I'm excited. Love talking about Baltimore.
Okay. So give me your thoughts on the 2022 Baltimore Ravens season. You guys finished second place in the AFC North, finished at 10-7. Obviously, Lamar didn't play a full season, but give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, it was a good season, I think, considering his injury. I don't know, we really turned around. I think at one point weren't we in first place in the conference, and then he got hurt, and that really hurt us, brought us down. But I think considering we had to play with our backup quarterback, had a bunch of injuries, which has typically been an issue for us, having a lot of injuries down the stretch. I think we did pretty well. Would have loved if Huntley would have not gone over the top, but, got a little bit lower on the goal line against the Bengals, but it was a good season.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, Lamar couldn't play a full season, so that definitely hurt you guys. But the biggest thing was him in the offseason as far as where you guys going to bring him back. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you feel like was your biggest need going into the Ravens' biggest need going into the offseason? And do you feel like they addressed it via the draft and via free agency?
I'd say the biggest need was really improving the passing game. So I think we did that by going out and getting a bunch of wide receivers to give him more weapons on the perimeter.
The former Giant Odell Beckham Jr.
That's right. Picked him up. So I think we made a lot of positive moves in the offseason to help us go down the stretch and make some plays in the postseason.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at some of y'all draft picks, like you said, as far as you adding some weapons. Zay Flowers was a big weapon that you guys added. I was, being a Giants fan and being how we were looking for receivers, I was kind of looking at his name. You know what I'm saying? He's a fast guy from Boston College. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Lamar, who is not typically known as a passing quarterback, you know what I'm saying, has some weapons in Odell Beckham Jr., the veteran, and Zay Flowers, the rookie. So that's looking pretty good. So what'd you think about your draft overall?
I thought it was pretty good. I was able to keep up with it as much as I typically do because I was away doing some training. But I was excited with that pick in particular. He's very explosive. I think if he's playing in the slots, he can make a lot of moves for us, make a lot of plays. And then just with everyone else that we picked up, I think we can really work the entire field.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. And then obviously, we talked about last year's draft. I felt like you guys hit it out of the park as well with a couple of steals. So compiling on, I actually give you guys a good grade in the last two drafts. You guys are actually doing pretty well. And, you guys tend to normally have good coaches. You know what I'm saying? That's why, the Yankee mode because of baseball, but the Giants got Wink Martindale, y'all former coach as well. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So yeah, you guys, it's the biggest thing is it's gonna be Lamar's year. You know what I'm saying? Lamar's kind of gotta, get back to MVP form. So hopefully he can play a full season.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Hopefully he doesn't have to run as much with all these weapons as well, so that can help him stay healthy.
Yeah, and then hopefully also your running back situation, they stay healthy because you guys were banged up last year in the running back position.
Yeah, we were. Was it last year or was it the year prior that we had the back-to-back injury? I think it was the year prior. That back-to-back plays in the offseason, in the preseason, where we had J.K. Dobbins go down with his injury, and then the next play, I think, was it Humphreys went down with an injury? Yeah, we were beat up.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. All right, so give me your breakout player going into the 2023 season that needs to have a good season in order for the Ravens to be successful. Because you guys playing a tough division.
We do. I don't know. The person I was most excited about, especially last year, because he was rookie last year, so this should be his second year, was the tight end Isaiah Likely. Because he's a real big playmaker. He can catch, can run. So I think he also helps us open up some things. And I always like to see what they can do with the playbook when you have tight ends and fullbacks that can make plays. I think it opens up the entire playbook when you have those type of guys. So I'm hoping he'll put up a big season behind
Yeah.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah. Mark Andrews is a top tight end in the league.
He
You know what I'm
is.
saying? When healthy, he's definitely top 5 easily. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you this. I think, with the weapons that you guys added with Odell Beckham Jr. and Zay Flowers, I think J.K. Dobbins needs to have a good year for you guys. Coming back off the injury, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna kind of feel like he needs to prove something. And
Right.
let's not sugarcoat it. You guys are a run first team
Right.
at the end of the day with you know what I'm saying? Lamar has to get better. The easy answer would be, Lamar Jackson has to be successful. You know what I'm saying? But Lamar Jackson just has to kind of be Lamar, and the other guys kind of have to step up as well.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's at least who I think. I think J.K. Dobbins is somebody that needs to stand out for you guys. What do you think about him overall?
Overall, I think he's very explosive. I really like him. He reminds me a lot of Ray Rice. He has the same number, just with those explosive plays. He can run up the middle. He can run outside. He can catch. Does it all. I think he was averaging the most when he was playing the most yards per touch for running backs. I think like his rookie year. So he's pretty explosive. And yeah, I think beating him and then Gus Edwards as well, giving him the ball more. I think that's going to help us a lot, especially when we play those teams that have stronger defenses, stronger run defenses, because how big and physical he is, just to wear down that defense.
Yeah, that's a good segue, as a matter of fact, because I was about to bring up this. I didn't even realize that you guys had drafted Voorhees this year on the offensive line as a guard, considering that that's back-to-back years that you guys Linderbaum last year and Voorhees this year. You guys are developing yourselves a solid young offensive line, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, which is needed considering you're going against Myles Garrett, you're going against TJ Watt, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get some good guys, you know what I'm saying, in a tough division. So it's like, we'll see if the Ravens can get back to form, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what are your realistic expectations of the 2023 season? What do you expect, and what do you really want to see as a Ravens fan?
Yeah, well, every year I say they're going to the Super Bowl. You can ask some of my coworkers that. Well, honestly, it's just winning the division. For sure, that should be at the top of our wish list is winning the division to make the playoffs and getting at least one home game. And I think we should at least win a wild card game at the very least with our depth and our experience, with our coaching, with our kicker. I think at least making to the divisional round is realistic.
Yeah, well, you guys definitely have the best kicker in the league. Yeah, Tucker's the best kicker in the league. Yeah,
of all time.
So, yeah, he's one of them. He's one of them. But I mean, in a tough division, I'm like Joe Burrow dodged the Bengals dodged a big one by Joe Burrow not being hurt, because that could have changed the whole landscape of your entire team. You know what I'm saying? Of your entire division, that's to say. But it's like I think you guys are going to be battling the Bengals. Not to mention the Browns, you know what I'm saying? Deshaun Watson, year 2. And Pittsburgh has made some decent moves as well. So, like I said, I think you guys have one of the tougher divisions where it's going to come down to the division, I think, as far as who wins that out. But Cincinnati seems like the top dog in that division, at least for now.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in the division. It's very, it's the black and blue division. I think the Steelers, like as an organization, are one of the top organizations in sports. They always are competitive. I think Mike Tomlin is one of the best coaches in the game, motivating his guys and putting together a good roster and team. And then, the Bengals have for a long time now put together very competitive teams. And now we finally have the Browns, who, after a few bad years, to say the least. Like I think for the past 5-6 years, they've been getting more and more competitive. So it's a very good division. But I feel like Baltimore still, with our organization, our ownership, our coaches, our GM, I think we should be able to pull out the division.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna say you guys finish second again. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you have a second place schedule, dude. Until Joe Burrow gets dethroned, that's kind of
right. Was just in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's his. You know what I'm saying? The only person he's looking ahead at Patrick Mahomes. Like I got to be able to beat this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually trying to bring up y'all's strength of schedule right now. Let me see. Cincinnati, you guys ranked probably in the middle of the pack, 17th. You know what I'm saying? Not super hard, not, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm sorry. I was looking at the Bengals. My apologies. You guys 21st, which is the
Okay.
lower half, 21st, because we were just talking about the Bengals. They were on our mind.
Right.
So 21st, you guys close to the bottom with the second place schedule. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys can win a couple of extra games, but it's ultimately going to come down to, can you beat the Bengals in the division?
Right.
So,
Exactly. And then we just gotta make the right calls in those critical moments. But I don't know. I trust Harbaugh 9 times out of 10 that he makes the right call.
yeah. And the key thing is Lamar has to stay healthy.
Yeah, that's
So,
it. Mm.
yeah, that's the biggest thing. And Odell Beckham Jr. has to stay healthy as well and stuff like that. So what are your realistic expectations as we're about to go into the schedule? What do you see going for? What do you want to see this year?
Honestly, I feel like every year we should at least win 10 games.
Okay.
Especially when we have
Okay.
Justin Tucker. As long as you can keep it close, we get that last possession, give him a chance to use his leg to win the game. I think 10 wins minimum is a good realistic expectation.
Yeah. I could agree. So I could agree with that. All right, so let's go ahead and check the schedule. We're gonna peep the
Okay.
schedule. You guys preseason versus the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not really banking too much in the preseason, but I mean, I'm sure you'll be watching, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you just want your guys to get out of there healthy. So regular season, you guys start off on the at home versus the Houston Texans. Well, you got that as a winner or a loss?
That's got to be a win.
It's got to be a win. That's got to be a win, is what he
That
says.
has to
Yeah,
be. Yes.
has to be a win, especially considering you're at Cincinnati week 2. So you're starting off with, you're going to get a nice little tune-up game, then you're going
Right.
against Cincinnati. So
Right.
what do you think?
But will the quarterback be back? Burrow, will he be back for that game or no?
I believe so. I think they're saying he's kind of just a little week to week. He might just sit out the preseason, but he should be back that game.
Okay. So let's be conservative and say, okay, Cincinnati takes that game, so we're 1-1.
Okay, so especially on the road. Okay, got you. So then you're going against the Indianapolis Colts, who are just a shit show.
So yeah, that's a win for us, and
That's
that's
a win.
at Indy.
That's at you guys.
At home. Okay.
That's at your house, and that's Jared's team too, by the way. So
yeah, I know.
I'm sure you could talk a lot of shit to Jared on that.
Oh
one.
yes.
So
you can expect it.
Then you got another division game in the Cleveland Browns at Cleveland.
At Cleveland, I don't know. I still feel as though that's our game to win.
That's
I
your
gotta
game to
say
win.
we beat. Yeah, I say we beat.
Especially because like you're kind of, you can't go 0-2 in the division to start.
Right, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're on the road again at Pittsburgh. What do you give that?
Ooh, at Pittsburgh. You know what? I'll give that to Pittsburgh.
You're gonna give that to Pittsburgh, so that puts you at 3-2. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Then they kind of set y'all up. Y'all got 3 road games in a row. Again, then you go to Tennessee week 6. What do you have that at?
I'm gonna say we pull out a win there in Tennessee.
Pull out a win. Okay, so that'll put you at 4-2. Okay. Detroit Lions, who I think are going to be a surprise team this year.
I think so, but it's still Detroit, so I feel like we have to beat them.
Okay, so 5-2.
Isn't that who Tucker set the record? The 60 whatever yard field goal was against the Lions, right?
I'm not sure about that. It could be. It could be.
Yeah.
So we got you at 5-2, and that's not just the Ravens jersey that you got on. You know what I'm saying? The 52. So that's crazy how that worked out. Then you're at Arizona, which they're kind of just a mess.
Yeah, that has to be a win for us again.
6-2.
I think we're too good of an organization.
Yeah. Then you're going against Seattle, but at Baltimore. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was the other way, I think this could be a win for you guys. If it was in Seattle, maybe it'd be a little tougher.
Right.
So
but they have to come all the way across the country to come play us. So I've got to say that's a Baltimore win.
Okay, so that's putting you at 7-2. Then you're going against the Cleveland Browns, who you've already got them getting a W against. This one's in Baltimore.
And it's in Baltimore, and we already beat. You know, I'll split it just again to be conservative. We'll say maybe they come back and upset us.
Okay. Well, either way, if you went over there, it's still a split. So 7-3. Right. Then on prime time, on Prime Video, Thursday night game, the short week, you're going against Joe Burrow and them again.
And where is that? Is that in Baltimore?
No, it's in Baltimore. Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's a win then, right? Because then we split it with the Bengals.
Okay. So 8-3. Then you're going.
Time, yeah.
Yep.
With Tucker, Lamar, we got that. Harbaugh likes to win primetime games.
Short week, anything can happen.
Right.
So, and then you're going to California. Then you're going to LA to face the Chargers.
So I'll say that's a loss.
You're gonna say that's a loss?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing over there. I really do like what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
Then you have a bye week. Then you're going against the Rams, who this is kind of tough because who knows, are they going to get back to Super Bowl form? Because they were kind of derailed all because of injury last year.
Right.
So what do you have this game at?
I think Harbaugh is banned like 90% after 5 weeks. So I'm going to say that's a win.
Okay, so that puts you at 9-4. Okay.
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars at Jacksonville.
I think we need to redeem ourselves from last year, so that needs to be a win. I think we're going to be pissed off because the way they beat us when we were up by like 4 touchdowns or something ridiculous like that.
That was against the Chargers. That wasn't in the playoffs though. That was against the Chargers. They did that.
No, but I think in the regular season, like early, like week 2 or 3 or something like that.
Okay. So that already puts you at 10 wins right there. So then you're going at San Francisco. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a loss. That's a good game.
So 10-5. Then you're going against Miami in Baltimore. It's always tough to play Miami in Miami, but this one's in Baltimore. So
I mean, they're getting better, but still, I think we should beat them because I think that'll be another game that we're pissed off because I think didn't they make a comeback against us in the fourth quarter last year or maybe 2 years ago? So again, I think that's another redemption game for us to.
So 11-5. Then you end the game. Then you end the season against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which who knows what the playoff implications will be to be determined in Baltimore. Who knows who's going to be sitting or whatnot? But what do you give that?
I can't remember if I said we split that already. Did they beat us or?
You said they beat y'all already. Yeah. You gave
so
them.
We have to win to end the season. Yeah.
All right. So that'll put y'all 12-5.
There we go. That's a playoff spot.
12-5. That will be a playoff spot. So it'll just be determined on what the Bengals are going to do and stuff like that. But 12-5, it's not out of the realm of possibility, especially because last year with Lamar not playing, you guys still finished second in the division.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, your schedule is not that tough this year. So being that you're like the 21st, it's very doable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but man, look, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. This is actually a quick episode going on. We were flying through this. We're going on about 18 minutes. Yeah, normally it's run for about 30, but it's all good though. But it's all good though.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, man, for coming on. Is there anything you would like to add about your Baltimore Ravens? Anything at all?
Just I'm excited. Happy we were able to sign Lamar to the contract. And expect big things for them.
Okay. Dope. So let them know where they can find you at. What you got going on? Me and you used to actually, work together a lot with the, the Flex for Change. What are you currently doing? Like, what do you got going on?
Well, I'm just coming back from summer from the school division, so I'll start back like next week or within the next 2 weeks. Finished up the military training. I was gone for about 4 months, like February through June. So that's done. So I'm back home now. That was fun, but that's it. Just trying to get back into the rhythm of things with school starting back up.
Okay, and you gotta make sure you take care of the kiddos and stuff like that. So, but man, I appreciate you for coming on, man. Thank you for coming on. Like I said, as soon as I started this channel, I knew to myself I got to get my boy Dustin on here because we talk about the Ravens every time we talk. So
we do. Every time I see Jared, and we're talking about the Colts and the Ravens as well. So
well, he don't have much to talk about because his team is poop. So.
Right, and they may not have a running back to start the season.
Yeah, that's. I can't wait to get. I'll talk about that. We get into the Colts video and stuff like that. But it's a shit show over there. But look, man,
it is.
I appreciate you coming on, man. For everybody that's watching this long, thank you very much. This is the episode 9 of Behind the Teams. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe to the Ace Avenue. You know what I'm saying? The content is coming out a lot. You know what I'm saying? This channel just got monetized. We're doing big things. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for coming on, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
So as always, say it again.
Excited for everything you have going on. Keep it up.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that, man. To everybody out there, as always, thank you for tuning into the Ace Avenue. I am yours, Shooter the Ace. Adios.